Hello everybody, this is Chill Bill, and today I'm bringing you Farming Simulator 2015. I'm on my multiplayer server here, and I'm showing you guys how to use the Scorpion. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump into the Scorpion here. This thing, it cost, I want to say it's probably 310,000, something like that. But it's very easily achieved if you're doing logging, and that's your main source of income. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and go in first person here, and then when I hook up to the tree, I'll go into third person so you can actually see what's going on. But basically what you want to do first is you want to turn on the harvester, and that's going to open this thing up, and then you want to move it down towards the base of the tree. Now I've heard a lot of people say things about, hey, don't cut the base too low and stuff like that. Don't listen to those guys. You want to cut the stump as low as possible so that your tractors don't get stuck on it. If you hit C on your keyboard, that'll actually give you a little bit better view here of what this thing is doing. It's going to snap onto that tree. It's actually already hooked on it. I'm going to go into third person and you get a side view here. Alright. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit X to cut. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to grab a hold of it and it's going to cut it. So let's do this. Alright, so it's got it grabbed. It's going to fall automatically. I suggest letting the tree fall on its own. Don't back up or anything like that. Let it fall. And then just lift it up a little bit. Okay, now what you want to do now is you want to swing the tree around to the side. Now it may be a little bit buggy and it may come off of the cutter, but don't worry about that. If it does that, then just do it the manual way. As of right now, I can't figure out a way to pick it up after it's already been dropped. So I'm just going to bring it down here to the bottom. Here we go. You want to be on a flat surface when you do this. You want to make sure that you have your Scorpion pointed away from the cab, and the trunk of the tree is actually pointed away from the cab, because when you hit cut again, it's going to suck the tree towards you. Alright, so what you want to do now is you want to select your length. In the top left hand corner you see change length cut. What we're going to do is we're going to change this to about 3 meters. You can upgrade it to 5. It goes up to 5 if you want to, or you can just keep it at 3. I like to keep it at 3. It's shorter. It's about 6 feet long, so that's about the right size cut. So we're going to go ahead and hit our X button here and cut. That's going to suck towards that tree. It's going to cut it off into an individual piece. Now you'll have to keep hitting cut in order to get the rest of the tree. Okay, so that's pretty much the whole deal with the Scorpion. And as you go, if you've got a pile there, just go ahead and lift up just a hair, and then cut it into your pile. Alright, so we've completely shaved off a tree, and we have cut an entire tree up, and actually a full-grown tree at that, into a nice pile right here. Now I'm going to show you how to use the chipper. Okay guys, so now we're going to hook up a chipper, and we're going to use our logs, put our logs in the chipper, and it's going to chip it up and put it into a wagon so that we can carry it off to sale. Now, the important thing that you need to remember about a chipper is that it requires power to run. Okay, so it says at the bottom here, required power 184 kilowatts. Okay, so we need to make sure that the tractor we have hooked up to it can produce over 184 kilowatts. So what you want to do is you want to go and you want to find a tractor. So you're going to arrow over, find your tractor, go to select category, and as far as that we know, the best one to start with is this one that the max power produces 193 kilowatts. It's the Deutz Fahr 229,000 for that. So unless you are making a lot of money with logging, unless you're making a lot of money, you're not going to be able to do chipping on site. You're going to have to take it down to the lumber mill and allow them to do that for you. Okay, so you'd have to take the whole log. So the way it works is the more money you're making, the more you can afford to do things like this in such cases. So we've bought one of these. We've actually bought 2 now. We've made enough with logging that we can actually afford 2, and we have a chipper, and basically we have one of these tractors that can power it. So what I've got is the actual tractor hooked up to the chipper, and previously I showed you the Scorpion there and the way I cut the tree. Now the way that I cut the tree was I cut the big end towards the right of the pile and the small end towards the left of the pile. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull up to our pile to the left of the pile, and you want to get it kind of centered and straight. Once you've gotten the chipper straight, you want to go ahead and unfold it. So you're going to go ahead and hit X, and that's going to fold it out. Now, unfortunately, you're going to either have to be in this, or have someone else in the tractor. The tractor has to be running in order for the chipper to run. I've got my associate here bringing up the wagon for this operation. You see that the pipe automatically follows where the wagon is going. So he's going to get that position to where it goes underneath the pipe there, and then it's going to go in there. Okay, so he's got that fixed up. It's ready to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and operate the crane to pick up our first log. And like I said, you want to feed it in with the small end first. Alright, we've got our log gripped. We're ready to go. So what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and turn on the wood crusher. It's actually just a chipper, but we want to go ahead and turn it on. Okay, so you want to bring the log in closer to you. But basically, you're just going to put the log on the very edge of the crusher, the chipper. Okay. You might even feel it kind of suck the log to you. You want to make sure it's straight, and you might feel it suck a little bit there. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to release the log, actually going to lower it down, and you feel it suck, and then go ahead and release the log. Takes it a little bit. And as far as I can tell, that tipper there is it holds about 40,000, I want to say, so you can actually fill up that relatively quickly in a couple of trees. That's how you use the chipper. Thank you guys for watching. I'm glad that I could show you the Scorpion King. I'm glad that you guys are watching these videos and you're really enthusiastic about the game, and that's awesome. Please, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that you want to make, you can just leave them in the comment section below or on the forum that I post this, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. But like I said, thank you guys, and also just to address a question that I had earlier, if my information can go to help anybody else and you want to repost my videos, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm very enthusiastic about helping people, and I want to make sure that this information gets out there. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.